Why don't you roll them up for the 3 count and the victory? It works every time. You don't even need a high impact finisher or a top rope maneuver like a 5-star frog splash 450 or any flips. Just roll them up. It works every time. I'm John Rectum with my review of WWE NXT. It's the post-takeover edition with some good stuff and some stuff that I'm going to critique that some people may not like. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, provided that your ears aren't completely fucking liquid after my terrible rendition of Fill Me Up, Buttercup. I knew a girl named Buttercup. She liked to be filled. Anyway, this is getting weird. So yeah, they had a lot of recaps of TakeOver 36, which, thank you guys, by the way, for the feedback on that review. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for 700 plus views on the SummerSlam review. So yeah, now we're steamrolling ahead to possibly War Games in a few months. Oh boy, really shouldn't try to do the William Regal voice after trying to do that. Anyway, so Cameron Grimes to the moon. Man, really sad. I have an aunt in West Virginia, by the way. That's why I can, do that accent so goddamn well. So anyway, Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase, they celebrate, and DiBiase was looking for somebody strong of heart and strong of spirit and everything. You must have the toughness, the spirit of 1,000 years. Wait, no, that's the Christina Perri song. Moving on from this. He says, quitters never win and winners never quit. All right. Was what it was. Cameron said that he wasn't going to let Ted be Knight's butler, and he had to win, and we're both going to go to the moon. So anyway, that's about it right there. I'm just going to mock that. It's nothing against Cameron Grimes, but it's so goddamn goofy. And we get money flying all around, fake money, Monopoly money. And Ted laughs as well, and then we cut the recaps of TakeOver. And then we get a card rundown for tonight, and we get Ridge Holland with his thick, meaty club out, with Pete Dunne against Timothy Thatcher with Tommaso Ciampa. They do not have their meaty clubs out. So anyway, more meaty clubs is what wrestling needs. Moving on. So I just hope it's not a cooked club or whatever. We don't need any Dutch oven baked goods. Wait, that's the country, Holland. I'm sorry. So we get a slugfest. I did like how Thatcher targeted the legs, and Ridge, he obviously is somebody that has to be brought back along. He was getting it, and then he got that injury, but he has potential. He has a hell of a look. And it went through a break. Thatcher got single leg Boston Crab, did some good stuff, but Holland did end up getting the victory with some kind of side slam variation. Not really sure what they call that. I missed the name. But he got the victory. Then Ciampa got attacked by Lorcan and a returning Danny Burch. Oh, boy. Oh, look, Vegeta. More bald people. Oh, look, Vegeta. A Pokemon. I'm going to catch it. Ow! It's like, it didn't work. That means you have to damage it first. Right. I'm going to go for a critical. Anyway, enough DBZ abridged quotes right there. So, that sets up something a little bit later. It's not the only brawl we're going to have. We have Carmelo Hayes sitting down talking about the tournament, what it's taken for him to get there, and how he's going to win. And it turns out he actually does. So, we get Dexter Lumis just not blinking. Blink! Blink, you motherfucker! Why can't you blink? Anyway, with Indy Hartwell. The wedding's going to be on the 14th or whatever. He even drew up an invitation because, of course, he did caricature stuff. And his expression, it didn't change at all, even when Indy, goddamn Indy, fell right into his arms, they kissed and everything, and goddamn, it's just so fucking ridiculous. But, yeah, the wedding day is probably going to end up like, with, I don't know, pig's blood being dumped on Loomis, and then he'll blink, and then the CWC will fry. Honestly, I could think of worse ways for it to end. So anyway, we get JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, the former Priscilla Kelly. Let me just say right now, their outfits, their looks are fucking tremendous. Against Casey and Caden. And apparently they're called the TikTok team. People don't understand why. Casey is as short as a TikTok video, so it makes sense. So Casey and Caden is fine, I guess. Casey, despite her athleticism, she's not very good. And despite the fact that JC and Gigi have a pretty good look, and this is them teaming up, I believe for the first time. Feels like the first time. I always remember my first time. Moving on. So 450 by Casey. On to Jane. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we take this team that really is not very good, and we give them a win to possibly face off against Io Shirai and Zoe Stark as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. You know how I remember that? I had to look it up because I forgot the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships existed. Probably because Io Shirai deserves a whole lot better than being labeled with, saddled with Zoe fucking Stark. So anyway, Raquel then talks about Kelly coming all the way from NXT UK. provided that I have not completely offended everybody in the UK that watches my show, all 5 of you. She's talking about that. No, she accepts her challenge, but Frankie Monet and co. show up. Jesse Kamea is like 9,000 feet tall. Robert Stone exists. So yeah, I guess it's the next feud. That's going to be a carryover feud because I have a feeling we're going to go with Kaylee Ray building up to take on Raquel Gonzalez at TakeOver War Games. So anyway, or soon after. Aussie Jones talks about how he wants to win the tournament and everything. So, Valentina Preuss, I think was the name, taking on Kaylee Ray, who beats her. By the way, Valentina had feathers on her and she was molting. It was kind of hilarious. She reminded me of those bird creatures. I don't remember what the fuck they were called from the first Secret of Mana game, or at least the first one on the SNES. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Also we're from Kirby Superstar. Enough video game talk. Kaylee Ray wins. And then Mandy offers JC and Gigi a chance. A chance to do what? Her? I don't know. Anyway, here's the new champion, Joe. And he says he's here to fight, not celebrate. Who's gonna step up to me? Here's Pete Dunne. Alright. Pete Dunne and Joe have teased, with face-offs and everything. I'm all for it. He's like, well, I'm not, it's like, don't, you know I deserve the match. Excuse me. Apologies. You know I deserve the match. Don't make me provoke. Then here's LA Knight. It's nighttime. Yeah. And Dunne says he will break every one of his fingers if he gets in the ring. And here's Kyle O'Reilly to call them Samoa Joseph, Peter Dune, and La Knight. I'm not sure that this comedy is working for O'Reilly, even though he seems to be having fun with it. And I know something about bad comedy. I've made basically a YouTube channel after doing really bad comedy. I'm also not on a national broadcast. By the way, Ridge then attacks O'Reilly from behind, with his big meaty club out. Anytime a man with a big meaty club slaps you in the back, you're going to go down. Don't ask me how I know that. Shut up, don't ask me. Always delete your search history, by the way. And Ciampa then comes in, and Knight gets headbutted, and this is a fucking mess. So then Cameron Grimes is talking to Ted. It's like, oh, look, Teddy, look what's in the sky. It's the moon. So anyway, actually, he doesn't say that. He hands him the $1 million championship back and says, I don't need this, but I appreciate it. It should be yours. And then Ted, obviously switching the belt, hands him it's a replica and everything. Says, no, you should have this. It's a replica. Oh, that damn Ted DiBiase. Actually, what he weighs, he probably... Moving on from that, he did that, all that damn Ted DiBiase. I guess it was comedy. So, Duke Hudson bashes O'Reilly's head into the locker a lot. Is it Hudson or Houston? Houston. So, moving on. That Duke guy. Just about that time, them Duke boys decided to bash O'Reilly's head in there. That'll teach you to do bad comedy. I need them to get into the freaking Duke Mobile or whatever the fuck that thing was. The Dixie something or other. Oh, this review's so goddamn weird. Anyway, so they fight backstage. Carmelo Hayes taking on Aussie Jones in a breakout tournament final. David versus Goliath, to say the least. Jones used power. Carmelo Hayes kept cutting him down. And Aussie Jones would just brush him off. Eventually, he was able to break down the much bigger guy. And Jones is a star. Hayes also has great potential. I see why people appraise him. Hayes gave him everything. Get a knee kick for 2. So it looks like, oh no, he's got him down on the knees, hitting him with knees and beating him down. Looks like Jones is going to win. Oh no, the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, the surprise roll-up, Crucifix Edition. So Kurt Angle is going to walk out of ECW again. 1, 2, 3, Hayes celebrates and he gets a title shot against anybody of his choosing. It'll probably be Kushida. Maybe it'll be Swerve. I don't really care at this point, in all honesty, because there's too many damn championships. But good on Hayes. Good match. I would have had Jones win, but you know what? Hayes winning, I'm not going to complain. So then, Peter Dunne and co. So Lorcan, Birch, and Ridge talk about how they want gold because Lorcan and Birch technically never had or lost the tag team championships. They want those again. Who the fuck are the tag team? Who the fuck are the goddamn tag team champions? MSK. God damn it! I totally forgot. Too many titles. Anyway, Ridge then wants Ciampa while his big meaty club is out. I'm gonna keep saying Ridge's big meaty club until you guys have it drilled into your head. Drilling his big meaty club into your head. There are worse ways to go. This is getting odd again. Ilya Dragunov will be on next week. Hey, look, Boa with the Grudge Ghost took on this guy named Qui-Gon Quinn. Apparently, he was a fan of butchering Star Wars names. So that apparently is out indefinitely. I don't know. I hope he's actually all right and it's not just storyline. But anyway, well, actually, I hope it is a storyline. If he is out indefinitely, that sucks. By the way, Quinn suddenly hits a surprise forearm thing, spinning forearm, because the Grudge Ghost said, hey, do this stupid thing and then get beat. She didn't say that. She doesn't say anything. And then that Quinn guy looks and says, huh, I'm not going to go up here near this weird cosplayer. I'm going to dive over here with my big... He's like 7 feet tall. Where has this guy been hiding? How do you hide somebody that tall? Anyway, Gargano tries to do bad comedy because that's all Johnny Gargano can do is bad comedy. Maybe his kid can come out of the womb cracking bad dad jokes, which will be infinitely better than anything Johnny or Candice have displayed as far as their comedy. Congratulations to the upcoming parents. I'm sorry that the kid is saddled with them as parents. I'm so mean, I have no idea why. So, Regal, he wants Regal to cancel the wedding. Regal will not cancel the wedding. LA Knight then runs in and basically wants something, and Gargano and Knight get chased out. They're also going to be facing off next week. Poor LA Knight. So we cut to Strong teaching people how to dance. Wait, no, it's not Take the Lead. It's an open challenge next week. This Diamond Mine thing sucks. It's already off the goddamn rails regardless of the talent. They release one of the people. Whatever. All right. Oh, look. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to say as much about this main event. Look. Legoland Phantasm, Legado del Fantasma. I'll use their Christian name. They, Escobar, Wild, and Mendoza are very good. I met Wild when he was DJZ at a couple indie shows right before he signed with NXT. Very nice guy, very talented. Hit Row has Swerve. That's all it has. I'm sorry. I don't care for this B-Fab B-Roll, whatever the hell her name is. She looks fine and then looks like a cow on ice when she tries to walk. That big guy can't freaking wrestle. He looks like an ox on ice. And then also, well, I think ox and cow would be about the same. And Adonis is basically the D-Lo member, like D-Lo was of the Nation. You could beat the guy and, wouldn't take any heat off the team. Except D-Lo actually could be a single star. Adonis is fine. I don't care about this feud. This feud sucked. I haven't cared for it. Who are the faces? Who are the heels? To me, Legoland Phantasm are the heels. So we get a brawl, and why is this feud happening is what I wrote down. It's like this big guy looks like a cow on ice. This B-Fab roll doesn't look like she knows what to do. Doesn't even look like she can count to 5 if you spot her the first 4 numbers. When will this end? The match was well wrestled. I just didn't care about the feud. Melee, and suddenly Elektra Lopez, who the first time I saw her, I'm like, okay, yes, more of her, please. I think she wrestled Frankie Monet. She hits B-Fab with a club. Be fabulous. Be fabulous. It's like, I'm making it look like she's chopping down a tree with an axe. Don't chop people with an axe. Unless you're Jason Voorhees. Or unless you're a cheap slasher like the VHS movies. So anyway, despite all that, most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise roll up 1, 2, 3. Why the fuck not? Wow, I actually made it. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. It's not that the match was bad. I don't care about this feud. Hey, it might lead to a mixed tag war games with 5 talents, and Swerve's goons. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.